Hey y'all. So this reading is going to be in all signs. What really happened in that relationship with the one that broke your heart. So I want you to think about the person in your life or in your past that really left an impact. That's the person we're talking about. Okay, so what really happened so that you can move on? What you didn't see, what information you didn't get in that ending that would lead you to being able to finally let this go. Okay? All right, so let's get started. Let me change my banner to Aries. You know what? We can start with Pisces. I'm going to go back. We're going to start with Pisces and go in reverse. So starting with Pisces, what happened? What really happened? What you need to know about that one that broke your heart so you can finally move on. What you need to know with that one that broke your heart so you can finally move on. Let me take a sip of my drink. All right, Pisces, what you need to know about that one that broke your heart so that you can finally move on. All right, Pisces. The Pisces collective. Pisces, this person was a hothead. I feel like if you were honest with yourself, which I feel like you were, at a certain point, you became really keen to the fact that this person was a hothead. And this person felt like you were cold, that you were distant, you were detached. Probably because they were a hothead. There was no equal give and take. You guys were not, you just weren't able to balance it out. I feel like you both felt like something was missing for you. You both felt like something was missing. What did Pisces feel like was missing? What did Pisces feel like was missing? You felt like there was no change in the way that this person communicated. Maybe this person was all talk and no action, like things never really started. Like it was all this talk about what's gonna be or you know, starting over, starting new, and it just never did. What did this person feel like was missing? What did Pisces person feel like was missing? This person felt like possibly you were secretive. Or that you kept things to yourself. Possibly they felt like you weren't sharing your abundance. I don't know how I feel about that. Because why does this person want your money? Is this person like... Did you guys have money issues in your relationship? I feel like this person felt like you would keep secrets or lie about how financially stable you were. How did this person feel about Pisces finances? Oops. I'm going to put that back because I had a lot of cards fall. How did Pisces person feel about this? Yeah, I'm getting like arguments about money. I don't know if Pisces, this person felt like you were lying about your finances, whether that you had money or you didn't. I see like arguments or like bickering about money. Pisces, what else did you see about this person? Or what else do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? This person did love you. This person did love you. I feel like they did want a fresh start. And they actually feel like you're the one that got away. Well, why did they let you get away? They still watch you. Social media, whatever. Social media, however they can look you up from time to time. They probably go check out your page from time to time, see if you've posted anything new. I feel like this person feels like Pisces. This person feels like at some point they do want to come back around. Why don't this person come back around now? Like, why do they want to wait? Why do they want to take their time coming back around? Because they feel like they're not in a financially good place, or they feel like maybe they can't take care of you. So Pisces, did you make more money than this person? And this made them insecure, and so they would lash out on you, possibly about other things, but really their main insecurity was the fact that you were more financially stable than they were. You guys were not on the same level as far as finances. And this person feels like they would possibly want to come back around to you at some point, but not right now. It would be at some point in the future when they feel like they're in the position to take care of you financially or be on your level financially. Okay. So, I mean, Pisces, at this point, I would move on from this because it's really difficult to be with someone who doesn't feel like they're at their best. And this person does not feel like they're on your level. And so because of that, they're always going to want to lash out or always have some insecurities that make them lash out. Until this person feels confident in who they are and what they bring to the table, there's always going to be petty disagreements or, you know, this person doing hurtful things to really just make themselves feel better about themselves. What does Pisces need to know in order to move on from this? What does Pisces need to know in order to move on from this? Pisces, you have an emperor in your future. This is somebody who has not just parts of their life together, but this person is well-rounded. You know, they're not just good in one area like finances or emotional availability or good communication skills or, you know, somebody who would take the lead. It's like this person you have coming in the future has all four of those qualities and more. This person in your past is really insecure and they lack, or a future person. This is another person. This is not the past person. And this is a person that you can build a comfortable life with, this future person. Will this past person ever end up coming back around? Too many cards. Doesn't look like it from that mess that fell. Well, let's see. Will this past person ever come back around? Will they ever pop back up? No. They're never... King of Pentacles in reverse. They're never going to get to that point. Because I pulled... This is what I pulled before that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This person feels like they can't offer you what you're worth. Knight of Pentacles. But they feel like slowly but surely they could come back around once they do more work on themselves financially. Because this gives like, it reeks of financial insecurity. And then, will this person ever pop back up? King of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think that past person, Pisces, I don't think that past person is ever going to get to that financial level that they're looking for. That would make them feel confident enough to come back around. Okay, Pisces? But you have an emperor in your future. That's somebody that you can create a nice, loving, peaceful environment with. Nice, peaceful, loving relationship. Okay, Pisces? All right. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius. What do you need to know about that one that broke your heart? What do you need to know about that one that broke your heart? Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know about the one that broke their heart? Hold on, let me fix the brightness on my screen really quick. Sorry, Aquarius. Okay. Okay. 2 more shuffles, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know about the one that broke their heart? One more shuffle. I heard one more shuffle. Aquarius, this person was distant. And they were really blunt with their words. Even if they were telling the truth, it wasn't in the nicest way. And it made you feel you felt like you were nothing without this person. I feel like this relationship, you both felt like there was just something missing. Like that spiritual connection. I feel like at times this relationship was really passionate. And you guys could talk about a lot of things. But also, you both had your guards up. Even though you wished that the connection could be deeper. But this person was really blunt and sometimes really cold with their words. And you just felt like this person made you feel like, what am I without this person? What else does Aquarius need to know about this person? This person did really stress out about this relationship. They really did. I feel like sometimes their bluntness too was to make them feel like, well, I've said what I need to say. And they look at you as someone who's still and was really broken up about this. So it's like they saw your pain and they saw how it made you feel. What was this person doing? Like, what was the deal? Why were they so cold? This person didn't want to work on this. They didn't want to put the work in. They didn't want to put the work in that's required to have that kind of connection. Though they desired it, they didn't want to put the work in. Yeah, they just didn't want to put the work in. This person did not want to put the work in. So why were they around in the first place? Because they loved you. This person loved you. They just didn't want to put the work in. They didn't love you enough to put the work in. This person does want a second chance, though. What would they do with that second chance? What would Aquarius' person do with that second chance? False start. End again. Think about what could have been. It would end again. It would end again. It would be another false start. If this person did ever come back around, it would end for good. It would end for good. And it would just end up being the thing that just never went the way that it should have. How would Aquarius feel if they ever let this person back in their life? You would be guarded. You would hold back. You'd be holding back. I think you both are just too scorned. This person doesn't want to put the work in. I feel like if you were to ever visit this again, you would be holding back this time. Why should Aquarius just move on? There's no equal give and take. There's no equal give and take. You guys just cannot get on the same page. It's like if one person's giving more, the other person's giving less. Then if you give less, this person gives more. But now you're in the space of really not wanting to give to it. So it's just someone's always on the fence of not wanting to give to it. What can Aquarius look forward into in the future outside of this relationship? Marriage. Why the Hangman in reverse? Why the Hangman in reverse? feel like you know there's something better for you out there. A more stable, committed type of relationship. And you know this person's never going to see this relationship any other way. You guys are always going to be running from each other, one person or the other. With a lack of somebody's always not going to be vulnerable. But I see marriage in your future. What's this person like that Aquarius will be married to? Yeah, that's like a soul. Oh, everything you wanted. I don't see this person having a lot of money though. But they're going to take care of you. There's a person in your future I see coming in the future who's going to make you feel so valued. I feel like this person's going to value you more than you value that person, which will be a twist, right? Because in the past you felt like that past person just didn't value you. But this person coming towards you in the future will value you more than you value them. And it'll be a really deep, connected bond. Nothing like this past person at all. You'll know for sure that this person loves you and takes care of you and cherishes you and all of those things. Okay? Thank you, Aquarius. Capricorn. All right. Capricorn, what do you need to know about that one that broke your heart? Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Capricorn need to know about the one that broke their heart? This person really did want to do the right thing by you. This person might have given you up because they felt like it was the right thing to do. This person felt like you were non-committal, Capricorn. They felt like the right thing to do was to... They felt like they were doing the right thing. And you were non-committal. This person, I feel like you were both waiting on something. Like waiting for some negative feelings to pass. What happened in the past between these two? Did somebody act single? This person felt like you were non-committal, Capricorn. Was it you that was acting single? Someone in the situation felt like the other person was acting single. Show me how Capricorn's person was acting, or how they were being behind it all. Like the deep-rooted way that they were showing up. Too many cards. They weren't happy. Capricorn, this person was not happy in this relationship. How was Capricorn showing up? Like you were choosing other options. That's how this person feels, Capricorn. Or put it in reverse if you're cross-watching. This is how you felt about the Capricorn if you're cross-watching. But Capricorn, this person feels like someone was acting single. Or the general energy between the two is that someone was acting single. Because that's the energy between you two. This person was not happy in this relationship. They felt like they were doing the right thing. And you were being uncommittal and choosing other people, choosing other connections, putting other connections above them. Or, you know, like other things were more important, whether it's other people or other things. They felt like there was some other priority above them. But you feel like, Capricorn, that this person broke your heart. This person felt like there was competition. Like there was always some type of fire to be put out. Always challenges. Always some sort of complication. What did Capricorn's person see as the complications? What did Capricorn's person see as the complications? This person felt like when things got tough, you always walked away. Like I said, put it in reverse if you think it's in reverse. But this person felt like whenever things got tough or complicated, you just walked away. How is Capricorn showing up in this? Cold. Capricorn, what's going on? Is this a cross-watcher read? Capricorn, you came off cold and uncommittal. And like you were choosing other things. Why does Capricorn feel like this person broke their heart? They stopped working on it? Well, what you want them to do? This got to be a cross-watcher read. Capricorn. Capricorn. Were you dealing with other people? But you feel like this person broke your heart because they didn't want to work on it anymore? This got to be a cross-watcher. This gots to be a cross-watcher read. Why else does Capricorn feel like this person broke their heart? They didn't see that you were in it. This must be the Five of Wands that they're talking about on their side. Because I asked, how were you showing up? Like, what were you actually up to? Like I said, put it in reverse, Capricorn. I ain't saying this was you. But it looks like on Capricorn's side, you were actually choosing other things. Actually not committed to the relationship. Actually coming off really cold when it came to your words and your emotions. But you feel like this person broke your heart. because they didn't see that you were committed to this, but you weren't. I mean, were you? You feel like they broke your heart because they didn't continue to work on this with you and see that you're in this, but you weren't showing up like you were in this. Like I said, put it in reverse. Maybe you're watching this in reverse. How is Capricorn's person really showing up? How is Capricorn's person really showing up? They felt like they couldn't invest in this. They felt like they couldn't put all their eggs in this basket. And that's how they were showing up. Even though, they wanted to do right by you, I feel like this other person, or put it in reverse, right? I feel like this other person feels like they really did right by you. But they just felt like, I just can't invest in this. This is not, I can't invest here. Like, this person is running away every time we have problems and dealing with or focusing on other things or other people. Which you got the Hierophant in reverse on your side, Capricorn. So that tells me you weren't really invested. I mean, was Capricorn really invested? Or, are we just, sometimes you screw something up and you feel bad for yourself, but it's given like I was just about to. That's the thing. I was just about to. It was moving in the right direction. I was just about to turn this around. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Hey, I feel like I've been there before. Like when I was younger or something. And, you just weren't ready. And so you don't really take care of a relationship or a person and treat them the way that you should. And you fumble, and now you're thinking to yourself like, dang, I probably really should have, like I was just about to. I wonder if it's a little bit of FOMO, like fear of missing out. Like I said, put it in reverse. But it looks like on Capricorn, on your side, it looks kind of like it's giving the energy of like, dang, like I was just about to, cut those people off. I was just about to start focusing on you, If you hadn't broke up with me, I was just about to... That's what it's giving. But this reading is about you, Capricorn. So what does Capricorn need to know about this relationship in order to move on? I don't think you ever would have felt like, even though now you feel a little bit of FOMO, like, dang, that was a good person. That person did do right by me, and I was just about to like start doing right by them. But I feel like ultimately, had this relationship continued, you never would have felt like this person was your end all be all. And I feel like if you're really honest with yourself, you know that that's not how you felt. Because the person that you do feel like is your end all be all, even though this person treated you really well and they I'm sure they were a catch, I feel like Capricorn, you never were going to feel like deep, deep, deep down that this person was your end all be all. You know, the person that you're like proud to parade around and treat like a diamond. You know, I feel like you were never ultimately going to feel that way about this person, even though they were a great person. And even though now you're like, dang, that was a good person. I probably should have treated that person better. I feel like even if this person didn't walk away, I feel like you were never ultimately going to feel the way you think you should or would feel about this person. You're never going to feel that way. This person just isn't your person. Even though they seem like a great person who showed up for you and treated you well, I don't feel like this is your person. What can Capricorn look forward to in the future? Moving on from this relationship. What can Capricorn look forward to in the future? What can Capricorn look forward to in the future? Excuse me. I feel like what you can look forward to upcoming is realizing that this person wasn't your end all be all. Because I feel like right now you might still feel like this person is or was, but I feel like in the future your feelings are going to change around that. And you're going to get over those feelings and see the situation in a different light. And no longer be so emotionally caught up in this situation. I see a Queen of Pentacles in the future. So I don't know if this was in reverse or what. Or if this is for a male reader or same sex. But I see that you will come across somebody who you do value in the way that you should. It just wasn't this person. And that's okay. All right, moving on. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What you need to know about the one that broke your heart. What you need to know about the one that broke your heart. What does Sagittarius need to know about the one that broke their heart? This person didn't or doesn't want this to change. Or, you know, they didn't want this to end. What's going on, Sagittarius? You were acting single too. I feel like there's a new start that you guys needed to have when it came to commitment. And you guys just never reached that step. Yeah, you guys never made that final commitment. Even though it's like you guys had all of the things that you needed as far as this relationship was concerned, it just never got to the next level. This person was committed and they wanted a future with you. How was Sagittarius showing up? What were you waiting on, Sagittarius? What was Sagittarius waiting on? Were you waiting on a second chance with someone else? Or a second chance with this person? Or maybe this person... Did this person cut you off abruptly? This is giving similar energy to Capricorn. So you might have Capricorn in your chart, or your person did. It's like this person was trying to do the right thing. They were committed. They wanted to work towards things in the future. They didn't really want to let this go or change anything. But it looks like on your side, Sagittarius, that you were... Were you waiting on something with someone else? Or were you still... What is this about? Yeah, it looks like Sagittarius on your side that you were kind of still waiting to return to someone else. So why does Sagittarius feel like this person broke their heart? It's like things never got to the other level because you still were invested in possibly returning to someone else. Yeah, same energy. Same energy of like, I don't really want to fight for this because I kind of want to return to this other thing. So why do you feel like this person broke your heart? Why do you feel like this person broke your heart? Because you did love this person. You did have feelings for this person. And you did enjoy their company. What did this person do towards Sagittarius? Yeah, I feel like this person might have ghosted you or just cut you off. Why? Why did this person cut Sagittarius off? Sagittarius is given very similar energy to Capricorn. Of like, you're pining over someone who, while you were dealing with them, you were pining over a different person. I feel like this person always felt like They didn't know what this was, where it was going. Like, this caused them a lot of stress. And so they just cut it off. All right. Why should Sagittarius, or what should Sagittarius know in order to move on? You weren't really passionate about this person. This is the same energy as Capricorn. You really weren't passionate about this person. Now, they were like a placeholder. So I don't know if this person was like a rebound person while you were getting over someone else. But then this person ghosted you. So now you're like, dang, that really, messed me up. But it's like, you weren't even really passionate towards this person. You were holding back. You were holding back. Really not sure about whether you wanted to move forward or not. Like, you were giving off really wishy-washy energy. I don't know if you knew, but that's why this person walked away. It had them too in their head. All right, what can Sagittarius look forward to? I feel like you will get over this. It'll leave a scar, like it'll leave a sting. But I feel like you'll get over this. Maybe you just feel a little rejected for now. Oops. I feel like you'll realize the error of your ways. And that's really what you gain from this. Like, the lesson of how it's like realizing how you move and how that affects the connections that you have. Like, what energy were you showing up in? Like, you'll realize what you contributed to that falling out. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio. What you need to know about the one that broke your heart. I'm sorry, quick snack break. I'm so hungry. Scorpio, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? One more shuffle. What do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? I feel like Scorpio, I feel like this person gave off a really like lackluster energy. I feel like you were really trying to like start something new with this person, but they had you all up in your head. Like they had a real, like an energy of like they could take it or leave it. Yeah, they had a really lackluster energy of like they weren't excited to see you, they weren't excited to talk to you, they weren't excited about the connection. This person had a lot of stress going on though in their life, or a lot of things on their mind that kept them guarded from this situation. I don't know why I want to call it a situation. It's like this person couldn't really show up and be, you know, they just weren't in that energy. What did this person have going on? I feel like they were repairing from something and they didn't talk about it with you. Like there's something they weren't talking about that they were repairing themselves from. I feel like you both wanted to, you know, like this last disconnection. I don't know if you guys had multiple because I want to say this last disconnection. But I feel like this last disconnection, like the feeling was mutual of like, oh, I wish this would have ended up different, you know? Like I wish we could just come back around to each other and things could be a different way. I feel like you felt like you couldn't commit to this because this person just had you so in your head when it came to starting with them or starting something new with them. It just had you too in your head to like really see this being a concrete thing. What does Scorpio need to know in order to move on from this? I feel like this is completely over. I don't see you two ever visiting this again. So if you wondered whether you guys will, you know, eventually talk again or work this out or touch bases on this again, I don't see it happening. What can Scorpio look forward to outside of this? I feel like eventually you will come to a place where you realize that this wasn't going to go anywhere. That your suspicions, you know, were right about this. You'll have some sort of confirmation that your suspicions were right. And that you will heal from, you'll heal this. You know, you'll heal from this. Or maybe you'll realize that this person was healing from something. And I feel like either you'll go on and heal from this, or you'll realize that this wasn't going anywhere because this person was healing from something. Anything else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio? Yeah, you'll move on. You'll let this go. Eventually, you will let go of this. Maybe that was the confirmation you needed. Maybe you wondered if this person was closing something else out at the time you two were coming together. And that's why they couldn't connect. Okay, Libra. What does Libra need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Libra need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Libra need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Libra need to know about the one that broke their heart? This person still stresses out about this. This person stresses out about reaching out and saying something like, hey, just thinking about you. You may have let this person know that you were super interested in them. Did you feel like it's giving the vibe, Libra, that you made this person feel, or you approach this person in a way of like, say this person told you about like their stresses and their worries and things like that. It's like you gave this person the impression that you were like, yeah, but there's more to you than that. Like you kind of came off like you saw something in them that they didn't see in themselves. Energy between the two. Energy between Libra and their person during the relationship. Lack of commitment. You both lack commitment. Which is interesting because you're showing up as saying to this person, I see something in you. And this person feels like like they're stressed out about this, or they were stressed out during this relationship. How was Libra's person showing up? This person felt like they couldn't move towards you even though they really valued you and they wanted to advance towards you. It's just, they just felt like they couldn't. They were really stressed out about moving towards you. Why? What is this person so stressed out about? Like, what was holding them back? What was stopping them? What was stopping Libra's person? This person, at the end of the day, they wanted to be single. Even though they saw their value and they wanted to engage with you, this person ultimately wanted to be single. So I don't know if this is a person who, I don't know if this person told you that they wanted to be single, but maybe you felt like you saw that this person could be a really great person to be with or be in a relationship, or maybe you thought you could change them. But this person felt like ultimately, like, I just want to be single, you know? How was Libra showing up deep down? How was Libra showing up deep down? Like there wasn't much you could do. You felt like ultimately, well, there's not much I can do. This person wants to be single. I see that we could, you know, this could go somewhere, but this person doesn't want to, this person just wants to be single. I mean, this person acts sometimes like they value me, but ultimately they don't take any action towards not being single. I feel like this person failed to offer commitment, ultimately, and they failed to offer commitment because deep down they just wanted to be single. What does Libra need to know in order to move on from this? What does Libra need to know in order to move on from this? Drop it. Just let it go. It's like, take what you needed to know from this situation and drop it. It's giving like lesson learned. Yeah. Maybe this person kept that a secret from you. That ultimately they just wanted to be single, Libra. What you need to know in order to move on is that ultimately this person wanted to be single. And that may have been what they were keeping from you, even though they acted like they may have wanted more, they valued you. But ultimately, this person just wanted to be single. I feel like this is a lesson towards, in the future, not investing too soon. Hold back just a little bit. Yeah, hold back. Don't rush in. In the future, don't rush in. Don't rush in. Don't picture you guys walking down the aisle and all of those type of things until you know for sure that that person is available for that kind of thing, or that other person is interested in that kind of thing. Virgo. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? What does Virgo need to know about the one that broke their heart? I'm getting that song in my head, that Sade song. Somebody already broke my heart. So maybe you feel like this person intuitively, I feel like maybe you feel like this person already knew what you've been through. You know, you may have talked about what you've been through in the past with this person. Maybe go listen to that song. That might be what you need to listen to now to help you move on. All right, Virgo. What you need to know about the one that broke your heart. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know about the one that broke their heart? Virgo, I feel like this person may have been hopeless when it came to love. Like ultimately they couldn't really see this going anywhere because they couldn't see it going anywhere with anybody. I'm not sure that it was you. I think in general this person just, you know, didn't see anything going, you know, anywhere with anybody. It wasn't specific towards you. It was anybody. It's like hopeless romantic in the worst way. Like when it came to romantic things, this person was hopeless. I feel like Virgo, you may have been really aggressive when it came to how you felt or what you wanted from this relationship. You may have been drinking a lot while you were in this relationship. You may have come off a little hot-headed in this relationship, Virgo. A little like you could get triggered by the lack of this coming together. Where normally you're a really balanced person, but this relationship really triggered you. I feel like this person, Virgo, they were healing from something. Maybe that song was for this person. I don't know. It's like they were healing. Like this person may have been in a really serious relationship before you, or they had some sort of heartbreak before you that left them hopeless when it came to love. Like, is it even worth it? This might have been the type of person who kind of gave up on monogamy and serious relationships in general, you know, because of something that happened in their past. It's like you didn't get to this person soon enough, Virgo. I feel like had you met this person when they were younger, possibly things could have went a different way. But because somebody broke this person's heart, Virgo, that really affected this person. It just made them hopeless when it came to love. So it wasn't you, it was anybody who came after this heartbreak that they had. What's the energy between Virgo and this person? What's the energy between these two? I feel like you both were really quick to just desert each other. Like you were quick to walk away. This other person was quick to walk away. Like maybe you both had a fear of getting hurt, so you just kind of would both abandon each other. Get caught up in your head and just drop it instead of dropping your guards. Instead of dropping your guards, you guys both would abandon each other. Or maybe you both would abandon each other for your careers. Like when you guys were having issues, you would just zone each other out and work more, avoid each other. Almost like you two would get upset with each other and you would both be like, you know what, I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to focus on myself. But you both would do that. I'm just going to keep my love to myself. You know, when this wasn't working out, you both would abandon each other and keep your love to yourselves. All right. What does Virgo need to know in order to move on from this? Ooh, Virgo. You have a really bright future when it comes to love. I see like the house, the pet, if you like pets, the family, the peace, like everything you've always wanted. It might be just around the corner. does Virgo need to know in order to move on from this? Yeah, I see everything that you really want in a relationship. Equal give and take, kids, happy home life. And I feel like you're going to change the way you communicate in the future. How you communicate your upsets. Or there's a need to do that. To avoid losing this thing in the future. Maybe sometimes you have the tendency to fly off the handles. Okay, thank you, Virgo. Moving on to Leo. Leo, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? What does Leo need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Leo need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Leo need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Leo need to know? Hold on, it's hot in here. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, Leo. What does Leo need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Leo need to know about the one that broke their heart? You were held back from this. Well, I'm sorry, excuse me. This person was held back from you. You feel like this person didn't totally invest. Well, they weren't totally invested. And so you were like, well, I know what I gotta do. I feel like you both knew what you wanted, and you felt like you both knew what you had to offer. But I feel like you had more serious of an offer, Leo, than this person did. It's kind of like really surface level what this person had to offer. But they felt like, I mean, I'm showing up, aren't I? But you feel like, yeah, but I'm like showing up, right? In a very serious way. You're just here, you know? Almost like this person's like, oh, what's the big deal? I just want to have a good time. And you're like, yeah, but like, I'm marriage material. Okay. What are we doing? What are we gonna do? You might have found out something shocking or surprising, or you found out something really unexpectedly about this person. And it's like, this person was actually really stressed out. And it's like they knew that once you caught wind of why they're holding back, that would be the end. They knew that. I feel like you did find something out. Yeah, I feel like you were like, I know what I want. I want the real deal. And it's like, you're like, you make me really happy, but I want the real deal. Like, I want to know where you're coming home to every night. I want to know that it's to me. So what is this? What is this over here that this Leo's person was freaking out about? Cards are flying everywhere. Hold on, y'all. That they were moving on. This person might have started something elsewhere, but they didn't tell you. Almost with the energy of like, so that they could come and go as they pleased. Like they could deal with that person, then come back around to you, then go back around to that other person. But it's like they knew if you were to find that out, that would be the end of it. Did Leo find out about this? I feel like you did, but not at the time you would have wanted to find out. So maybe this person was already... So say for instance, you were kind of seriously talking to someone. You found out they were in a relationship, like once they were in a relationship, when you thought this person wasn't even dating other people. It's like you found out not at the ideal time, like a little bit after the fact. What does Leo need to know in order to move on from this? That this person, I feel like whatever love you have for this person, or the love you think this person had for you, I feel like there's a need to really look at that and see, like, were those actions really love? Was that really love? It's reminding me of this thing I heard earlier. Another tarot reader. Dang, what did she say? She said how you self-serving someone who's self-serving themselves. Like you're feeding a selfish person, you know? So this person's just take, and you're just give. Before you know it, you find out, oh, other people was giving to you too? I thought you just needed all this love from me because you were at a deficit. But come to find out, you getting love from everybody. You know? I feel like there's a need to like really examine what you call love in that relationship. And that's what's going to lead you to getting over that. What can Leo look forward to? Possibly an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A person who you feel like has everything you need. Whereas another person might have had things that you wanted. It's like this air sign has everything that you need. And this person doesn't act single. Ooh. It makes you not want to be single. All right, Leo. Thank you. Moving on to Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Cancer need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Cancer need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Cancer need to know about the one that broke their heart? All right. How is Cancer's person showing up in this relationship? They really wanted this. They wanted to go down this path with you. How was Cancer showing up? How is Cancer showing up? I feel like there's just something you just couldn't get past. Like you just could not let it go. But you both wanted to. You both wanted to. And you could still continue, like you were both showing up like affectionately towards each other, but it's just something you couldn't let go, Cancer. Like I cannot get past this. I just can't. And this person's like, this person felt like they wanted to love you, but like they always had this thing, this cloud. Like you started them back at page 1. I felt like there was something underhanded that happened. Possibly with another person that this person didn't tell you about. Yeah, I feel like there was some sneaky stuff going on and somebody got called out about it. What was the Seven of Swords? What was the Seven of Swords? Secrets. What were the secrets? Moon card. What is this moon card? I feel like there was other things this person was getting into that they didn't tell you about. Maybe when you guys had disagreements, this person would do things behind your back. Or somebody was doing things behind someone's back in order to get over the issues that they were having. To make themselves feel better about themselves. It's like this person kept secrets to have one up on you. It's like this person wanted to have this new start with you and have this loving thing with you, but they gave up really easy. And then they would just move on. And that's what would make them happy. That's what makes them happy. Like, if that person didn't get their way, then they just drop it and move on in order to make themselves feel better. So it's like this person would do a lot of, like, even though this person loved you and wanted to have this fresh start with you, at the same time, this person was very, like, self-focused when it came to, like, pleasure. It's like, if things aren't working out with you, well, I guess I'll just go find happiness elsewhere. You know, I'll go talk to some people that make me feel good about myself. Instead of working on the problems, they would just drop it and move on to other people that made them feel good about themselves. What does Cancer need to know in order to move on? That you can let this go. You can move on from this, even though it feels gloomy. You can move on from this. Yeah, this person was keeping things from you. There's a lot that you don't know about what this person was up to when you guys would fall out. I don't even see a breakup, but it's like when you guys would argue or fall out, there's a lot you don't know. But this person would like to make a return, but they're waiting it out. What can Cancer look forward to past this relationship? A more peaceful life. A more peaceful home life. A more peaceful home life. Relaxing from the drama. And a relationship in the future. Oh, I don't know that you're going to be single very long. or much longer. I feel like you're going to be dropping the stress around this. I feel like you can look forward to dropping the stress from this, having a more peaceful lifestyle, making new friends, no longer being single. I see you getting in a new relationship soon. Okay, thank you, Cancer. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini. What do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? What do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? What does Gemini need to know about the one that broke their heart? What does Gemini need to know about the one that broke their heart? This person felt like you feels like you were a very emotionally balanced person. Holding back energy between the two of you. Yeah, it's like you two just couldn't come together, couldn't get on the same page. Maybe you this is almost given like grew apart. Like you both wanted different things. How was Gemini showing up? Feel like you were showing up like you always needed more information from this person. Like there's something they're not telling you. Like you're always having to dig to find out some information. But this person wanted this to work out. It's like they just felt like they couldn't overcome the arguments between you two. Like the arguments persisted. But this person really valued you, though. This might have to be in reverse, but I feel like Gemini on your side, you just feel like you can't trust this person. Like you knew this person was dealing with other people. In the wrong ways. In the worst ways. Like, here we go again. I'm finding out that you're dealing with these people. Though you made this person really happy, they just felt like ultimately they had to walk away. Like you guys, this person felt like there's no fresh start. There's no way I can have a fresh start. Like I'm done for. It's almost like this person gave up. But what was this person really up to? Why was Gemini so suspicious? I feel like this person acknowledges that they had a lot to work on. I feel like this person was honest with themselves about all the work that they needed to do on themselves. And this person felt like they just couldn't fully commit. Like, I feel like deep down this person felt like, can I do the one person thing? Can I do the like, go to work, come home, wife and kids, you know, maintain my household, make that my primary focus? I feel like this person just wasn't sure. It's almost like this person wasn't sure if that's what they really wanted. And so, yeah, when it came to commitment, they just weren't sure. Like, do I want to be single or do I want to be in a relationship? It's like this person went back and forth with that. Like they would sneak off and return. Like they wanted both. I'm not sure that this person realizes that yet or now, because I had to dig really deep to get to that. Like at first this person was like, I love this person, you know, Gemini makes me so happy. I see things could go in a really good way and this and that and the third. But when you get really down to it, it's like when they're really honest with themselves, yeah, this is great, but I don't know that I can really, like, it's commitment. What I really want is happy life, happy wife, relationship. Is that really what I want? Or do I kind of want to be single? Or do I kind of want to be both? You know? Like I go off, do my own thing, and then come home. But it's almost like they present that in a really innocent way. Because I really had to dig for that. Yeah, there was some sort of abrupt change that happened when it came to this relationship. It's like this person, it's like someone got out of their head and just took their love away. Whereas it seemed like someone was kind of spinning their wheels for a while. But eventually it's like they got up and just said, you know what? I'm taking my love back. What does Gemini need to know in order to move on? What does Gemini need to know in order to move on? What does Gemini need to know in order to move on? What does Gemini need to know in order to move on? What does Gemini need to know in order to move on? Ooh, you have a King of Pentacles, Gemini. Somebody who's honest, stable, wants that legacy with you. Gemini, you have somebody coming in, a King of Pentacles, who's stable, who wants that legit commitment with you, who wants to be honest about everything. They might be a little bit emotionally immature, if I'm being honest, with the Page of Cups in reverse. I don't know that this person is on your level emotionally, but when it comes to them being honest and working towards creating something really solid with you, that's everything that this person is about. Is this that past person? Or is it a future person? It's definitely a future person, possibly a fire sign. Absolutely. Absolutely a new person. All right, Gemini. Moving on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. What do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? Taurus, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? Taurus, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about the one that broke their heart? I feel like this person didn't want to tell you that they did not have all their ducks in a row. And that was the cause of a lot of the disagreements that you guys had, but this person didn't really want to talk about that. I feel like there was a lack of change, so you both kind of decided to just move on. The relationship just wasn't, there was no real breakthrough. You just see this as a false start. Something that just didn't pan out. I feel like you were very vocal about the fact that you felt like the relationship was failing. Like you really made a point to point out the things that just were not working. I felt like you showed up with this attitude of kind of like, I'm not the problem. I'm good over here. It's like this person did want to cooperate with you and get on the same page with you, but I mean, why didn't they? They held back because they were insecure and they wanted a second chance, but this person is really insecure. And it caused them a lot of stress when it came to this relationship and, you know, the two of you. And it's like this person felt like They want what's best for you, so they're just going to leave it alone. Like this person felt like they just couldn't measure up in some ways. This person was really dealing with some insecurities. And so they just said, you know what, I want you to be happy, so I'll just bow out. I feel like you were both secretly thinking to yourselves like that you were both gonna let it go and just move on. Like this is it. It's not going anywhere. You both were like on the same page about this isn't going anywhere for different reasons, but you both were on the same page of like this isn't going anywhere. I think it's run its course. Let's just move on. What can Taurus look forward to? Or, I'm sorry, what does Taurus need to know in order to move on from this? I feel like, Taurus, you might have made your decision without all of the facts. Like there's information you didn't have. But even though you didn't have all the information, like maybe this person kept from you their insecurities and what they were insecure about. And like you weren't exactly sure what was going on with this person, but you felt like you knew what's going on with this person, and you were right. This person was not where they wanted to be or where they should be for the caliber of relationship that you guys were in. Like you were right. Even though you didn't have all the information, maybe this person didn't want to talk about things or something like that, but like everything you thought you knew, it was true. Everything you assumed was the problem, it was. What can Taurus look forward to past this relationship? Celebrating. I see something coming into your life that's worth celebrating. I feel like you're going to be celebrating. Maybe you used to go back and forth with this person. I feel like you're going to be celebrating the fact that you no longer speak to this person, that you got over this. Maybe you guys did a lot, like you guys were on that loop-de-loop together where you would break up and come back around to each other and break up and come back around to each other. But I feel like at some point you're going to realize like, oh, wow, you know, I'm so happy that's over, and I didn't go back. Like, I didn't go back to that again. I never spoke to that person again, or like, we don't speak like that anymore, and I've gotten over it. And healing. You're going to be celebrating the fact that you like moved on and healed, and you no longer answer the phone for this person when they call. Yeah, you're going to be celebrating the fact that you finally stop dealing with this person. Like Maybe you used to always come back, and now you're just going to be celebrating the fact that, like, no, I'm done for real. Like, I really don't deal with that person anymore. Like, I'm so happy for myself that I finally let that go. All right, moving on to Aries. Aries, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? What do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? Aries, what do you need to know about the one that broke your heart? This person loved you, and they showed up really loving. But they felt like this was a failure. I feel like they eventually decided that they needed to get over this and move on. It was emotionally unfulfilling for them. I feel like you both were getting over this, though. You both felt like it was the right thing to do, was to just get over it. It's almost like you both kind of gave up. This person was unhappy. They felt like the situation was unstable. It was all fluff. And they were really suspicious of what you were up to. Yeah, it's like you both felt like you couldn't even try to like turn a new leaf anymore. It's almost like both of you valued one person enough in the relationship to like let it go. This is almost giving like you both mutually were just like, gotta let this go. This person was showing up as outspoken about the lack of love that they felt in the relationship. I feel like ultimately You feel like the options is what broke the relationship up. Someone having options. What does Aries need to know in order to move on from this? What does Aries need to know in order to move on from this? I think it's to know that you're never going to go down this path with this person again. You really are moving on. It's almost like one day a light switch just flipped. But it's like this time, you're really never going to be in this relationship again. You're moving past this. You've moved on. And I feel like you will get to a point where you realize that, and that's when you really move on. Is when you realize, like, oh no, this time for real, I'm never visiting that again, you know? But it's like that comes to you suddenly, or it came to you suddenly, or it will come to you suddenly, where you're just like, oh no, I'm so moved past that. Like, that's old news, you know? You will get to that point, Aries. What can Aries look forward to in the future? Communication. Looks like you have communication coming in the future. You have communication coming in the future, Aries. I feel like, is this the old person? Is this the old person coming in? I feel like the old person might be coming in to speak to you. Is this the old person? I feel like this old person, or is this a new person? Let me see. I feel like there's a new person coming in, Aries, that's going to remind you a lot of, even if it's not in a romantic sense, it's like you're going to come across somebody in life who really reminds you of this person. And that's going to validate for you how much you no longer value that type of person anymore. And that's really going to, like, you're going to realize that sometimes certain people just don't change, or they just never come around, or it just never works out. It's like you're going to have that realization from a conversation that you're having with someone, where you're like, you know, even it could be someone you're not even romantically linked to, a family member, a friend, where you just notice a pattern in them and you realize, oh wow, some people or some things just never work out. They never change, you know, they just stay the same. And I feel like that's how you feel about this person. And you can look forward to realizing that that person just was never going to change. And that's what's going to help you to move on. And that's what you can look forward to, is moving on. Okay. Let me see. Hey, Pam Bear. Would you like to ask a question? I can do you a free question. Just go ahead and write your question in the chat. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe. Okay. Well, that's all the messages I have for you today. I'll be back live tomorrow. Tomorrow about... let me see what I have going on tomorrow. Hold on one second. Either between 1 and 3 p.m. Central Time. I'm not exactly sure what time yet, but it'll be between 1 and 3. Okay? Thank you. Gave you a couple of likes. I already did subscribe. Thank you, Pam Bear. We'll catch my live tomorrow if you can. I'll be live between probably 12 and 3 p.m.